The first thing that comes to my mind when I hear somebody talk about the moon is water. And I think about how the fact that we are all mostly water, we're 75% water. And so the moon pulls the tides because it's water and it's pulling it, which means that we're pulled along with it. I love the moon, and right now during this interview, we're just about to hit the full moon for this month, and it's in Pisces. And this moon is all about healing, acceptance, loving one another. This is a great moon to have at this particular time on the planet, I believe. There's a lot of terrible things going on. I think the moon is an extraordinary thing to have orbiting our planet. I love being able to see it at night. And Mars is very close to it. Mars is as close to the planet as it's been in my lifetime. So you can see that in relation to the moon. And I think about Mars being the planet of Aries, the planet of war. Wyoming is the least inhabited state in the United States, and it's enormous. It's twice the size of New York State. And there are so few people in there that there's no light pollution. So I did a residency there called UCross, Wyoming, which is almost at the border of Wyoming and Montana, where I created my own star constellations. And the moon played a big part of this, of course. So every evening I would go out and I would look at the stars and I would create my own constellations. I wasn't looking at the ones that we all know. I wanted to form my own. And then I created these constellations, and then when the stars would come up, I would create entire sagas and mythologies around these constellations, and then out of that I would make notes for the poems. And the moon was always part of that, because the moon played a great role in that, and then as the light grew, some of the stars in my constellation would fade. So then I would have the moon help me create a new constellation. So this is one of the poems that I wrote from the ritual that I did with the star constellations in Wyoming and the moon. Head out window on the baptism highway. Shake tall buildings out of my loving you. Down, far, far down by a rock at the water. Finish cooking soup with violins. Everything could use a melody to set it right. Mitigate suffering. You care. You cannot with success deny needing violins. Okay, trombones. The trombones enter the pasta entering our bodies. The microscope shows there is song between the grains. The wind, the wheat endured, is a taste the animal carries forward. Immersion of hours through a loosening bone. We are without the timing of the beetle, a sound that cannot get to where we left our homes in shame. I think the moon is powerful because we feel it, especially as it approaches the full cycle. We feel the ebb and flow within ourselves. Our water molecules are pointed in the direction of the moon as it comes to its fullness. We feel it. We feel it every night, whether we think we do or not. I think it affects our moods. It affects the way we think about the changing of time and seasons.